In 2003, Tony enjoyed one of the best high school baseball seasons in Iowa history. He had a 9-0 pitching record, striking out 148 batters and allowing only one earned run in 65 innings. His earned run average of 0.10 is still second best all time in Iowa high school history. He also had 0.485 and hit 10 home runs in only 26 games that year. Tony took his baseball talents to the University of Nebraska, where he missed the 2004 season due to an injury. In 2005, he was named a freshman All-American and helped the Huskers to a College World Series. In 2006, he was named first team All-Big 12 and was an All-American starting pitcher. In 2007, Tony returned to Nebraska, where he was again an All-Big 12 pitcher and was named the Big 12 Pitcher of the Week 3 times. After the 2007 season, Tony was drafted in the 9th round of the Major League Baseball draft by the Pittsburgh Pirates. He worked his way through the Pirate system and on June 8, 2011, made his Major League debut with the Pirates, striking out the first 2 batters he faced. Since that time, Tony has been a steady and reliable relief pitcher for the Pirates. In 2003, the Pirates captured their first winning season in 20 years and qualified for the playoffs. In 2014, Tony earned a spot on the National League All-Star team and recorded an out in his only pitch in that 2014 All-Star game. Then in 2015, he broke the National League record and tied a Major League record for holds in a season by a relief pitcher at 41. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back Tony Watson.
My name is Terry Justin. I'm the high school principal. I'm joined up here by Byron Payton, Tony's high school baseball coach, and Brian Sampson, assistant coach, Scott Ryan, superintendent of schools, and then, of course, everyone here knows Tony. This is a very exciting day for the whole Watson family. Tony's wife, Cassie, their daughter, Wynn, and their soon-to-be-born son couldn't make the trip, but I know they wish they could be here tonight with us. Steve Watson, the athletic director here, and his wife, Kim, are here. Ashley Watson, Tony's sister, and her husband Ryan are here, as well as several family members who drove a long ways to join us tonight. So thank you all for being here. I've been fortunate enough to really get to know the Watson family over the last several years. I'll start with Ashley, who was a graduate of Dow Center Grimes in 2009. She was an outstanding student and involved in a ton of activities including band, color guard, speech, and cheerleading. Personally, I'm forever grateful to Ashley because she was one of the students in a group that decided to hire me 9 years ago, and I'll never forget that. But Ashley and her husband Ryan now live names, so thank you, Ashley, for being here. Since I arrived at Dow Center Grimes, Steve Watson has been a colleague, a mentor, and most importantly, a friend to me. I've observed the integrity that he shows day to day and the hard work that he does on behalf of Dow Center Grimes, on behalf of our students and families here for the Mustangs and Phillies. But I know that today he's not our activities director, he's a very proud father. From my experience, there isn't a better activities director in the state of Iowa, and I want to thank Steve for all he does for Dow Center Grimes. Tony. I've had the privilege to see Tony interact with people on several occasions. And the word that always comes to my mind when I'm observing Tony is character. I've observed that he's always has time for kids, as we'll see later tonight when he signs autographs. He actively seeks out ways to give back, and he's a true professional at all times. The humbleness that he shows is remarkable. Tony's a guy that could talk about his individual stats and accolades that he receives, but instead he chooses to talk about his teammates and his team's victories. Tony was recently nominated as the lone representative from the Pittsburgh Pirates for the 2015 Art Hustle Award. This esteemed award honors active players who demonstrate a passion for the game of baseball and best embody the values, spirit, and tradition of the game. The Art Hustle Award is the only award in Major League Baseball that is voted on by former players. I think that says a lot about Tony Watson. It is really easy for me, who's a Dodger fan my whole life, to cheer for one of the really good guys in Tony Watson. I'm going to introduce Coach Byron Payton, and he'll say a few words about Tony's baseball player.
We don't have more opportunities to thank Gary Gusman for what he's done. He was very instrumental in putting this together tonight, and he's worked very hard to see it through. Please give him a nice round of applause. I also want to recognize Ryan Sams, who is sitting back here in Concordia. Because I was the coach at that time when Tony went through school here. He was the coach too, so we shared that duty. He deserves the recognition as well. This is really a long overdue ceremony. One of our most distinguished high school graduates and community members, and a much deserved honor. The first year I was at Dallas Center Drive, which was 2001, and I was not hired as a baseball coach when I came here. I stumbled into the job in the fall, and I'm trying to tell you what a lucky guy I was. Think about it. I arrived here, this was waiting for me. But really, the team we had that year was one of the best that we've ever had in my 16 years here. And it was due in large part to 6 seniors who were terrific. And I want to say their names, because I know some of them are here. But Jarno. Stand up, please, Jarno. Cedro, Holtman, Albright, 6 great seniors that led and got this thing off on the right foot. But we also had a sophomore left-handed pitcher. It was awful good. I was not sure if he was a Division I pitcher. I had never coached a Division I pitcher before. So what I did is I called the University of Iowa. I was a Hawkeye. And I figured if he was going to be a Division I pitcher, I preferred that he pitch for the Hawkeyes. They came and watched me pitch, and they knew little about me, and they went to Winterset, and the next day called me and said, Coach, he is now our #1 recruit as a junior. And that solidified the fact that he was very, very good. Tony ended up in Nebraska, and they had a great program, and that was the right thing for him to do. Hey, you and I have a little wager on that Iowa-Nebraska series last week. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I've never seen someone get the attention as a high school junior and senior as Tony did. The professional scouts that were at the games, college recruiters, it was enormous. And to see and here's the thing, never once did I think he played for himself. He put on the DCG uniform. We're retiring that night. And he was one of the great team players that I've ever had in school. And for someone who's in the position and had the ability that he had, that's a very hard thing to do. But what a team player. I think that's neat. Now, Tony's most memorable game, I don't know if he agrees with this or not, I haven't talked to him about this. I would say it probably was his junior year. We went to Norwalk and we opened the histories against him. He was pitching against a real good friend of his who he had grown up playing against. And he was a good pitcher too. And they went head to head in one of the greatest games I've ever been connected with. And born that night was probably Tony's most famous high school quote. The fifth or sixth inning, we're in a 0-0 game. We just come off the field. Tony was in the dugout. We were all into the game. Everybody was hustling and playing hard. And he looked up and said, "Give me a run, boys." Only he used a little more colorful language. And I know the other players were kind of looking at me like, "Coach, no profanity. What are you going to do here?" And I wasn't going to take him out. I wasn't going to chew him out and disrupt him. So I just repeated what he said. But that was the competitive nature that was in the kid was fun. And there was another thing that happened at the end of that game that signified Tony's career too. We had enormous crowds at that time. People would come up to me and say, "You guys play tonight?" I go, "Yeah, we play tonight." "Is Tony pitching?" "Yeah, okay, we'll be there." And on the nights that I said, "No, he's not pitching tonight," "Oh, that's too bad." But anyway, we got big crowds. And the athletic director was ecstatic. We weren't making money, but we went more than we did today with the gates and so forth. But there seemed to be an enormous amount of kids that would attend the games to watch Tony pitch. And after that game in Norwalk, by the way, we won that thing 1-0 on no hitter. Isn't that something you can't even remember when you don't know hitter? So many. But after winning that game, tough game, the players were still on the field, kind of milling around. And I remember these kids coming running on the field. And at that time, Janet and I, Tyler and Jackie were just little things. And they ran out on the field, and I thought they were coming over to me to congratulate me, dear old dad. And they ran right by me. Right to Tony, he was autographed. The last thing I'll say, and Mr. Wilson said I had about 4 minutes. He went way over 1 minute. Is some of the most epic battles we had in high school baseball when Tony was here was with Perry, and they were good. And the coach has been there a long time, very good coach. But 2009, we played Norwalk in the first round of districts, and we were facing a left-handed pitcher who ended up at Iowa, was an all-Big Ten pitcher, and is pitching professionally now. And I was asking coaches about things about him so we could learn about him. And a lot of coaches were comparing the kid from Norwalk to Tony Watson. And when we played Perry later in the year, and her coach is short on compliments for DCG, I asked him about the Norwalk pitcher, what he thought of him, and I said a lot of coaches are comparing him to Tony Watson. And Coach Long, who was favorite of Coach Sam's, looked at me and said, "Coach, he ain't no Tony Watson." And a lot of pitchers have come and gone in the state, and a lot will come and go, but there's very few that have done what he did and was as good as he was. And it'll be a while before there's too many more like him. I just want to say we're proud. And on a personal level, I'm proud of his baseball accomplishments, but ladies and gentlemen, the community service things that he's done, the character he shows, the word humble, and those things to me make me more proud than even baseball accomplishments. It's a real tribute to his family, his dad, and all his family. You know, Grandpa Watson had something to do with his shaping of his baseball career, and your mother's looking down on you smiling right now. With that said, I just want to say congratulations on that.
Well, I know you want to hear from Tony, so I will just turn to Tony right now and I say, Tony, today we retired your DCG jersey. This framed jersey will be hanging in the DCG gym, and we'll also spend some time at Bell Center, our baseball field, where people can actually pay tribute to you. Congratulations on what you've accomplished to this point, and best of luck to you in the future. Thank you.
When this thing started to unfold, Gary and I started talking, and I said, I'd like to donate a jersey of mine and hang alongside this one. So I'd like to present DCG with Pittsburgh Pirates Tony Watson jersey to hang. I'm sure this is really unexpected. I didn't foresee this turnout coming. I didn't think we were going to have speeches right now. Texted me on Tuesday saying this, we'll hand the mic to you, you can do a couple thank you. And it'll be short, less than 10-minute ceremony, but I think they exceeded those time limits already. Before I get going, I think this camera right here is the web, the internet camera. I know there's some family around the country, so thank you for watching. My daughter's watching, time to go to bed now. I'd also like to thank my parents, my mom who's no longer with us, but I know she's smiling down, more proud than anyone in this room. My dad is hiding in the back corner, most of you know is Mr. Watson or Coach Watson. He could step out and maybe flash a smile that he never does. Family here, they're sitting right up here. Thank you guys for coming out. Always support me through this road, this journey. Been to a lot of ball games. See my grandma right here in the front row. And she's been to a lot of baseball games. We got another one that's 8th grader at Riverdale, so she's got a lot more to go see. I'd like to thank Mr. Justin for making this happen. When he told me in October that this was a possibility, I was more than humbled to be the first athlete. There's a lot of people that have come through this school district that have done great things after DCG, and for him to choose me and the school district to choose me is very humbling, and it's something that I will always remember. Coaches, Mr. Payton, Mr. Sands, his coaches here, Mr. Rankin's down here, Mr. Lau, Mr. James is over there. I mean, there's so many familiar faces that I'm seeing right here. Mr. Leatherbane's right here in the front row. I can just go on. Mrs. Durbin's right here. See the crowd right here. But one that I do need to sing a lot is Dave Hector. He's here somewhere. Everybody knows him. Where's he at? There he is. Everybody give Mr. Hector a round of applause. He's coached me from when I was 6. 6 years old, 5 years old, so he had a major impact in who I've become today. I'd also like to thank my teammates, classmates, see McBride, Fisher, Scotty, right here. You know, familiar faces that I haven't seen in a while, and I can't wait to catch up with them. You guys pushed me, we pushed each other, and battles we went through. You know, to get to where we are today, it's a very big honor for me for you guys to be here on this special night for me. And last but not least, you guys, the community, Dallas Center and Grimes. I had a chance to grow up in Dallas Center and Grimes while I was here. There's people here that don't even know they had an impact on me and helped me succeed and persevere and become the man that I am today because of what you guys have done. And this place will always be home for me. You know, now when I crowd in from the bullpen on the scoreboard, it says Tony Watson from Grimes, Iowa, and that's something I'll always be proud of. So without further ado, thank you, and thank you guys for coming out. This is a great honor.